One video, one man, super lots of skills, showing them off in this awesome video of super badass awesomeness. Right now, you'll watch the most awesomest of things you'll ever have seen. Wait a second. This guy is crap. He's useless. He's a fucking noob. Why are we even listening to this man?
Hello, my name is Gorm and I'm with Loadout Explosion, an explosion of Loadout content, and I'm gonna tell you guys how to play this game and not be a fucking noobs. So, as you can see in this video, I am quite amazing at this game. What? Oh, we didn't put in the right clips, and now I'll look like a fucking idiot. Brilliant. So let's forget about that for a second. Let's forget that I look like a fucking idiot and stuff like that, and focus on this game, which is awesome. And let's go through this, bitches. So first of all, the loadout. So what you're gonna do with the loadout is you're gonna like figure out what role you want to be first, and that could be a medic, which is gonna be a heal gun and a buff gun, or one of the other. Be a bit of a battle medic, be a bit of a self healing, also like a normal AoE healing. You can do all sorts of stuff like that. That's medic. Then you're gonna be a slayer, which is gonna be more like you're gonna have guns that instantly kill, the best sort of kill ratio, like the fastest kill times. So it's gonna be like it'll probably be like one gun that's gonna be like your main sort of damage thing, which is like a one-shot thing, sort of like a sniper or a rocket launcher. And then you're gonna finish it off with a shotgun or an assault rifle. That's like your probably best setup you're gonna go with. So that's a slayer. Then last one is gonna be a area denial / AoE damage type guy. Now he's gonna have the rocket launchers, that the rocket launchers with like the penta barrels, or you know the tri. I use the tri barrel one with scuttle and remote controlled explosions, all that cool stuff. So that's that. Then, if you want to be a slayer, don't use beams. They're only good as a medic, really. So buff gun and heal gun. Then as well, go for something easy to begin with. Obviously, it's like a sniper's quite hard to headshot with. Go with a launcher instead. A shotgun is quite easy as well. Just have like an LMG, you know, a light machine gun, like crazy sort of, you know, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do dodge that much because you're just shooting. You're just out DPSing everyone. If you can shoot a bit good, you're gonna get that easy. Then if you're making guns, I'm gonna quickly tell you about the different things. So if you're medic, I always said heal gun, buff gun. Buff gun is juice. What the buff exactly does is it ups your damage. Don't know by how much. I'm not gonna look at those numbers. It ups your damage, it ups your speed, and it ups your height you can jump at. I think that's part for the speed as well. Because of that, you jump higher. But that's how it works. Then we've got Tesla, which is pretty much anti-shield. There's an equipment slot later on in the game which is called shield, and it gives you pretty much more HP, and I think it negates all dots. I've never seen somebody with shield on fire, so maybe it just is a visual thing, but that is the Tesla. The Tesla goes through the shield almost, doesn't go through, it just does loads more damage to the shield. That's like 75% more damage to the shields, but you know, they'll die almost instantly. Then and what it does as well does, it arcs. So before the shield is available, it pretty much only is used for that arc, and that's like for, you know, high, like this guy's using it like a high sort of lots of rounds per minute sort of deal, or you can go with like a shotgun or a rocket launcher to have like even more AoE effects. You can do that with a flag maybe. But what I use is this one is a pyro. The pyro is a fire one. That's what I use on my sort of AoE denial type deal. It is a dot, and half of it does the most damage in the game after the dot. Obviously, it does the least damage in the game up front. It's just half of the damage that it says on the tooltip up front, and the other half is done in a dot afterwards. So keep that in mind, that you can't really rely on it as a slayer. It is more of a support type deal, like a damage support type deal, or even a full healer that is a battle medic. You can, like, you know, shoot some pyro, dot the guy up, and then start using something else. Then you've got the last one is the slug. Is the normal one. It's the most damage. It's most damage up front in game. So if you just want to do upfront damage really quickly, you use slug. Pretty much any slayer uses the slug, to be honest. Maybe the Tesla for shields, but that's about it. Yeah, that's about it for the loadout bit. So next up is something else. So next bit is gonna be a bit boring. I'll link a thing to skip this bit because it's quite stupid, but I have to put it in. I'm just gonna explain all the game modes and what they do. Now, it sounds stupid, but I was playing with a friend of mine who's just had the game, and he was playing on noobs only, obviously. And I was with him, and I was playing with these noobs then, and they had no clue what all the modes do. So this is like it, and this is a beginner video to, you know, to jumpstart this channel off and stuff like that. So that's why I'm just doing everything as it is there. So game modes. So first of all, you've got Blitz. Now this is Blitz, what you're seeing right now. It is a control point map. It's quite easy. You know, the guy caps the control point. A little odd bit, a little bit of a thing people might not know is that when you use your taunt, you use your dance, you cap a bit faster. It's not much, but you know, if everyone does it, it's quite it adds up a bit. So if you're capping and nobody's there, might as well. Then the second one is Death Snatch. I know, it sounds like some sort of necrophilia based, you know, sexual act, but it is actually a game mode that is referring to death match. See, that's where they were going with. I thought instantly cunt. They thought match. You know, my mind is a bit sick, maybe. I don't know, but you know, come on, guys, you can't just do that. People don't like that sort of thing. They don't like the C word. But what you do there is, and this is like really odd, people don't notice, but when you kill someone, they drop a vial, you go and pick up the vial. Now, if your teammate drops a vial, go and pick it up anyways. Pick up vials. That's the game mode. So when you kill a guy, you have to confirm his skill, pretty much. So if it is deathmatch with confirms. So if you don't pick up the vial, the guy didn't die really, and you don't get the points. And if they do that, and you can say it, and you can get the vial from a teammate of yours as well. Same thing. So just fucking pick up the vials. Seriously, getting annoyed with this. Fucking calm down. That's like, oh, I just said I shouldn't get worked up anymore. So next up, Extraction. Now, Extraction is the weird one with the plutonium shards, that they're like the blue shards that lie on the floor. Now, I have seen so many games where it took hours, because a guy was pretty good at doing, you know, at surviving, but didn't know how the game mode worked, and he was like the guy who had to collect. So, whoever's the collector, there's only one in each guy's team, has to pick up these blue vials. These blue shards, these blue like gems, and he has to, and when you pick it up, you get showed on your HUD where you have to drop it. Now that can be on all the little bins, and you just go and throw it in a bin. I think as well you can throw the thing to like explode it on an enemy, but you can, and that insta kills them. But I think you can throw it as well to like throw it into a bin. That'll work as well, but I'm not sure anymore because I haven't tested it out, which I should have done. But whatever, just use it as a defensive tool whenever. Now, you can also shoot the blue shards, and the enemy can do this, and you can do this to get the enemy. And when the enemy courier has the blue gem in his hand, you can shoot the blue gem and it'll explode. So Yeah, it wouldn't instantly explode, but it will explode quite quickly. Why didn't I pick up that fucking health vial there? There we go. Okay, so that's that. Extraction. They can blow up. That's about it. Then the last one is Jackhammer. Now this Jackhammer is pretty much a CTF, capture the flag type deal. If you don't know CTF, you've never played an FPS, I think. Like, seriously. CTF is pretty much, you have got a flag, and you bring it to, you know, your flag. You bring their flag to your flag, and your flag should be on the stand, and if it's not on the stand, you can't score. Simple as that. Now, what they have done with the Jackhammer bit, they have done it a bit differently. They have done it so, when you have the flag, you don't have your weapons. Now, that has happened before, games have done that before, but what you do is, normally you can't really do much with the flag, or it's like a melee attack that doesn't do much. But in this game, they've thrown that out the window, and you can actually, like, you're pretty effective at that melee attack. Like, it's a large AoE, and it insta-kills people. And you can, you know, you can still dodge as much as you normally do, and you can still use your jump boots. So Jackhammer jump boots are fucking awesome as a carrier. So you can do that, and you know, that's about it. That's really about it. Oh no, when you actually, sorry, fucking hell. If you actually kill someone, you get their skull. Now you can get up to 3 skulls, and then and for every skull you get 100 more points if you score the hammer. So 3 skulls, 300. That's quite good. Okay, that's it for the game modes. So, last but not least, gameplay mechanics. Now, gameplay mechanics refer to everything that is in the game. Yes, everything that's gameplay. I think you can see that now. Now I've explained this, I can see you get it. So, that was obvious that I had to explain that. Dodge. So, the dodge, how it works, you can dodge and you can still move a bit. Like you can see in the video, I do that quite a bit. I kind of dodge and then I move. Like, you can't move like far, you can bounce to the walls, do all that stuff, so you can confuse the enemy a bit better if you know this. And then, second of all, the dodge jump mechanic. So, after you dodge, and then just when the dodge is just ended and you jump like double the height of a normal jump. So, especially if you use a rocket launcher, this can be amazing. Or if you're up against a rocket launcher type guy, it is really good to know, because look at that, both of my legs are just gone. But yeah, and if, of course, if you use the rocket boots, again, dodge plus jump, really, really helpful. Like, amazingly helpful. Definitely don't forget that. And in the end, some tips. Not really gameplay mechanics, per se, but learn the maps. Like, every map has its own health packs. And remember where they kind of spawn is extremely beneficial to your gameplay bits. So at health pack locations, know those. Also know where the jackhammer guy is gonna run to. Like, know there, because you know the routes. I guess you have to know the routes to make it. Oh, look at me pwning here. I think that's about it, really. Just look at me pwning at this point. Still do rape him. I'm getting healed by my mate there. Maybe my mate, I don't know. But yeah. So I hope I showed you and helped you a bit out here. And I'll see you guys on my next videos, which will be more in depth than this and more fun. See you guys.